We are about to conquer resin art jewellery. And also, is it time to say goodbye to this thing? And hello to the MagicCure. It's time to rock. So many of you know how I have been using this tiny LED nail lamp for curing my resin. And the only thing about these is they're okay, but they're not brilliant. The UV bulbs don't last that long. You have to throw them away and buy new ones. But I've been so excited to get this. This bit of kit is absolutely incredible. So shall we open it up and have a look? This has got so many great features. Let's have a quick browse around the box. It's very well packaged. If you want to pause it at any moment to read any of this, feel free to, and I'll do the same also with the instructions. So it's adjustable wattage, 6 to 48 watt. This has been specifically designed. It's patent pending. It's the only machine of its kind with variable wattage. It's incredible. It's got a display. It is a great bit of kit. You've got your safety first. You've got your warranty card. Again, feel free to pause it at any moment. It's rechargeable. That is the great thing as well. You can just move it around. Let's get you a bit of a better shot. And they have some great Q&As on the website as well. Have a look on the website. It is really, really good. Right. They do recommend charging for 7 hours before use. What's that? Stickers. Let's get lit. And there we go. We've got a protective cover over that display there. Let's peel that off. Nice. So we have the power switch on the back. We have the power supply input. Take that off. We have a vent. We have the battery compartment. And that's the good thing about this as well, is that obviously the more you recharge batteries over a long period of time, they do lose their oomph and their power. This is great because you can replace these. You know, a lot of products, especially mobile phones nowadays, you can't do that with. Is it in there properly? There it goes. Look at those bulbs. It's got flip down stands. It can be stood up also. Flip down legs, and you can see these magnets around the bottom. That is for a reflective tray. Whoops. You've got a blue protective film on there. Let's get a nice peel on that as well. Come on. Hello. Very reflective. So that just magnetizes. Which way up does it go? I don't know. I've never opened one before. That way? Yeah, because then you've got your feet there. So that is that, and that's removable, of course, just with the magnets. I shouldn't turn it on because it's not charged. Oh, switch. Remember the switch on the back. So you've got your time settings there, touch sensitive. That's your battery percentage. This is brilliant. You've got your that is your wattage symbol there with the light bulb. So that button there adjusts the power all the way up to 48 watts. So it's a little diagram there. So 1 bar is 6 watts, etc., etc., etc. There we go. Look at that. As always, wear your black nitrile gloves when using a machine like this. There you have your power supply. Because I'm in the UK, I will have to just use my US to UK power supply plug just to charge it up. And then inside here is the power pack that converts the power to the right input to be able to charge that battery safely. I mean, how stunning is this machine? This one is a limited edition, it's a purple, but there's a few other colours I think available also. But it just looks the part, doesn't it? And this is what I'm going to be using now for most of my projects. And this is my favourite mould, as most of you know. And look, it's like it is made for it. I can slide it in. Alright, it's got a bit of overhang there, but I don't tend to, with UV resin, I don't tend to work on many projects at the same time. I can always just turn it round and work on the other. I love it. But then I can also take off that mirrored bottom and just place it over the mould anywhere I want. And if I still want it to cure on the underneath, I can always add that underneath and then put the UV light. Sorry about the banging and the clashing. Like so. So there it is. It looks the part. It's nice and shiny. So far, first impressions, I absolutely love it. Okay, let's jump straight in. I'm equally as excited about this MyCONQUERing jewelry. This stuff. I've been watching MyCONQUERing on a different platform and seeing what they produce. And I was itching for them to provide this hardware for us resin artists to be able to do our own thing on. And here it is. So Resin Rockers are the only suppliers of this blank hardware. You are going to love this. Our rings won't change the world, but those who wear them will. I'm so happy to have these. So this is the ring itself. You can see it's just a frame, but watch. So Resin Rockers supply all of these blanks. So this is an open back blank. We have closed back. We have the same, but in a hexagon shapes. Open back, closed back. And they also all come in gold, if gold is your colour. But I've just got the silver. So that is the ring. All come in different sizes. Mine is a size 10. And this is a pendant. Similar design to the ring. However, it is in pendant form. Now what you can do with this is you can interchange your artwork. So if you want to wear it in the ring, you can. If you decide you want to wear that piece in a necklace, you can take it from the ring and pop it in the pendant. And again, you can't get this hardware anywhere else. This is all copyrighted. It's all patented. So these are fidget jewelry. It's all fidget jewelry, but it doesn't just spin. You can click it like a pen. I don't know if you can hear that properly on the camera, but if you're wearing them, you can click them as a fidget. So we can put our design into these, and then with a click, it comes out, and we can then transfer that into our necklace pendant. Just like that. How cool is that? And what I think would be a great idea with this, if you're selling, would be to provide one or two of the pieces of hardware. It's entirely up to you how you do it. And you could make a collection of different stones in these bezels. And you could supply them these on their own. So people want to buy a new piece of jewelry art, I don't know, maybe once a month. Or you could sell them as a set of 3 or 5, however you want to do it. But I think a collection would be a great idea for stuff like this. And it's all made from surgical steel. So allergy resistant, is that the way to say it? It's all really high, good quality stuff. It's not going to fall apart around your neck. It's really, really made and built to last. And it's strong. So the big question you may be asking is, Dan, why are you using different brands than what you're used to using? I mean, I've never been tied into using a particular brand. You know, I'm not saying this is what I'm going to be using from now on. Not at all. I'm an open book when it comes to different products. It's just, I think now is the time. I have the studio set up. I can now start working with other brands. Of course, I earn a commission, and that's how I make a living also, as well as from you guys watching. So yeah, I mean, it's time to support. I've been watching Resin Rockers grow ever since I began my channel, actually. I watch them live quite often on a different platform, always show support to each other. And yeah, they contacted me and I thought, why not? I've seen your stuff, especially this lamp. It is absolutely gorgeous. And I've always wanted one. They do ship to the UK. And yeah, I just think now is the time to start using different products as well, and giving other products a chance on my channel, because I have just been using the same products over and over again. I'm not telling you you have to go out and buy this stuff. If you do, that's great. You're going to get yourself some good stuff. I'm reviewing it. I'm giving you honest opinions. That is entirely down to you. But for this video, we are going to also be testing out the Resin Rockers Premium Craft Resin Hard Type UV resin. They've tested this stuff against UV and it hasn't yellowed over a 6-month period. Now, obviously, we need to test this ourselves, but it really does look the part. So we're going to kick this off. I think these are perfect for our gemstone effects that you've seen me do a lot of on my channel in the past. We're going to try and recreate something in this, but I've never shown how to do it in reverse, so we're working from the back up. I've normally shown you in my normal cabochon mold, where we've done things a little bit differently. So this works in a slightly different way. So instead of using my black mica that I normally use, I'm going to give this a try. This is the Color Burst UV Resin Black from Resin Rockers. And all I'm going to do is just apply a thin backing to this bezel. And just give it a minute to self-level. Resin Rockers also sent me some crazy new tools. Absolutely love them. Thank you very much for sending me these bits to play around with. So if it doesn't self-level, just give it a little bit of help. So for the Color Burst resin, they recommend 48 watts for 120 seconds. So I've just set my power up with the setting button. You can see it's upside down, sorry. So it's on full power, and I'm going to push that 120-second button and just wait. And there you can see that really handy countdown with a nice flashing clock around it. And I didn't really need the mirror on the bottom for this because it's closed back, but I'll just leave it on there anyway. And that should now beep any second now to tell me that is done. There we go. On to the next stage. Now I know the black isn't as strong as my black mica powder would be, but it's just we're not going to see that steel background. So now I'm just going to brush on some of my nail powder. Interference powders will be the same. Just brush that all over and then remove the excess. And that is what we're left with. And again, out comes the magic stuff, the Vallejo Frost Effect liquid paint. Just going to pop one drop into my mixing cup here, and then I'm just going to use my silicone tip tool and I'm just going to apply it in places. Just a small amount, just dab it all over the surface. Don't rub it because it will disturb the powders that we've put on. And then we're just going to leave that to do its thing. So that hyperlapse was just over about 3 minutes. It's not really giving me the effect that I want, so what I can do now is just apply more, but agitate that stuff, sorry for the wobble, agitate what's already turned to frost. It hasn't given me the effect I want. That's the good thing about this stuff is you can just rework it. That's better. Now what we can do, I'm just going to use a wooden stick just to remove any excess from that frame. It comes off really, really easy. And then we just bring that up to a dome. But be careful, you don't want to add too much that it goes over the sides of that frame. See that colour coming through. Whoops. I've got a bottle fart. Let's pop that. That's where I tipped my bottle. All we need to do now is give that a cure. I'm going to give it an 18-watt cure for about 30 seconds, and then I'm going to crank it up to 36 watts. And by doing that, it should give it a really nice glass-like finish. So I'm now giving it the 36 watts for a full minute. Let's take that out. Another thing Resin Rockers say is that their resin is never sticky. And it's not. It is good to touch. And there we have a perfect little gem. Reminds me of the Northern Lights. You can just see that stainless steel through the backing, but it gives it a golden glow, which is really, really nice. Okay, I'm going to make 1 or 2 more off camera. Same method, I may just use different colour powders. Alright, so I've got 3 to show you. As always, give the video a thumbs up, drop me a comment, even if it's just a smiley face. And if you haven't subbed, it is free. Hit that button for me. So I'm just going to pop them in. This is the first one that we did. Absolutely loving this colour. It's really, really stunning. I think this jewellery is really exciting for us. Really, really exciting. And there is a 10% discount code for anything, including these, on resinrockers.com. All the links are in the description box below. There it is in that pendant. I won't show you them all in both because you get the idea. This one was using a blue nail powder. Really, really beautiful. Now you can do this effect also in the open bezels. Don't just have to use the closed back bezels. Can be done in the, see that gold coming through from that back in that one also. Really, really nice. And this one was like a greeny colour. Stunning. And I think I'm personally going to be wearing the one that we've just made. It really does have a nice flash to it. So yeah, if you're a pen clicker, this is the jewellery for you. So a huge shout out to Resin Rockers and MyCONQUERing, and of course all of you guys. If I don't see you on again this side of New Year, wish you all a happy New Year, and I will of course see you for the next one. Bye for now.